Hey everyone, I am Sharnice and we are here with another chat with your graphic designer. Today I have a new guest with us. I'm so excited to be talking to Jeffrey Perkins of J Perk Productions. How are you doing over there?
I'm doing pretty good, enjoying myself. Today is Wednesday. It's feeling good outside. Nice rainy weather, but I'm feeling good. I'm enjoying it.
Good. Glad to have you. And what I occasionally do when I have someone come on, I
Mhm.
am going to be doing would you rathers. And we got the baby over here if you hear this, but I guess like or for those that I guess didn't know, the last time we did the chat with your graphic designer, was it last year? I did it. I was actually pregnant and so I had the baby in January. So now we're in that moment right now, just trying to navigate time between children and doing things that I like to do, which is chat with your graphic designer.
Mhm.
All right. So would you rather, we're gonna start. So the first one is, would you rather work a job where you interact with people all day or work a job where you are at a desk all day?
Oh man. So I'm gonna just go with interact with people. I'm not really like the biggest old people person, but sitting at a desk and you gotta sit there. Oh no.
Yeah, I agree. I every now and then I'm like a introvert in a way, extrovert sometimes, introvert. So I kind of like to be, want to, I guess, go away for a while and just kind of be by myself. But then it's
Mhm.
like, then it gets boring, like "Hey, I need to interact with some people. All right, so here's the next one. Would you rather be able to cook any dish without a recipe or never have to do the dishes again?
The dishes. I'm plant-based, so my food is really easy to make. Great
Okay.
vegetables, pepper, stuff like that. So the dishes, that's my Achilles heel.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like washing dishes is very therapeutic,
Mm,
especially for me. So
mm.
I'll wash a dish and like I don't care. I'll wash it, washing all the time. All right. So our next one is, would you rather spend a weekend without your phone or laptop?
Oh, I don't need my laptop. Only thing I have my laptop for is editing my professional photo and video. But everything else, that phone is in my hand. It's like a miracle. So forget the computer. I need my phone.
Yeah, I'm in the middle with it. I
Mm.
need I need both. I need I like to kind of like visually for me, I like to see it on the big screen, and then on
Mm.
the phone I'll do my like social media, editing and stuff like that.
Mm.
All righty. So those were our questions or this or that. We're going to go into learning about who you are. For those that don't know who you are, you can go ahead and kind of introduce yourself.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm Jeffrey. My business is J Perk Productions. We do photo and video over Baltimore, the DMV, Northern Virginia, and we do commercials, weddings, portraits, video content, and we just have fun with it.
Great. That is great. So I know we have been knowing each other for quite some time.
Absolutely.
So I know that well, we first started back, I don't even remember actual the year or
It
whatever,
had to
but
be like 2011 because, yeah, it had to be like 2011 that we
yeah,
did those series of like
yeah.
shooting out, getting some behind the scenes video and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was really good that we could, get together. We have grown, we both have grown like
Yeah,
within our.
so much time has passed too.
Yes, yes, so much. So today we're going to be talking about promoting your brand through visuals and photography. We're going to be sharing the top 3 things when utilizing photography within your brand. And I had to have Jeffrey come on because that's what he's doing a lot of. And I apologize, Layla just wants to talk right now.
That's all.
So I am going to go to our first topic, which
Okay.
is acquiring photos and where to start. So, can you give people an idea of, how they should come about when they're trying to get into getting some photos done as far as promoting their brand?
All right. So this is from like the client's perspective, right?
Yeah, yeah. From the client's perspective, they're coming to you. They're pretty much don't know anything, honestly.
Definitely.
So how would you go about
Okay.
sharing that?
So the easiest way, you could reach out to me on Instagram, send me a DM, send me an email. I'll prompt you to give me a call. From there, I'll say, what would you like to shoot? They'll say, for example, I'm a motivational speaker and I want some promotional content, some content that I can post on social media and professional photos that I can use. So I say, okay, cool. You have like an example of something that already exists or, something just so I know what vibe you're going for. From there, we can set up like as far as they want to do in studio, they want to do in a city location, they want to do nature. From there, I'll explain the process. I base my shoots off of time frame. So we'll do a 1, 2, or 3 hour shoot. We'll go on location, we'll execute that, and then I'll deliver those photos to them. But as far as the branding, it's really just talking to them, seeing what they need the photos for, what they would like the photos to look like, and then what they're aware, whether it's like professional business fit, whether they're just being one with nature and they're earthy, earth type of vibe, or anything in between. So you just kind of seeing what the client wants to do, narrowing in and just say, okay, let's do that. And I'm gonna facilitate the process to make that easier for you.
Okay, awesome. That sounds great. And I know like when it comes to preparing to do your photos,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna pick up later. Hold on.
No, you're fine.
Real quick. Yeah, you're doing a lot. You're doing a lot of talking, boo boo. She's like, okay, hold on. Let me pick you up. Okay. Say hey to the people. Hold on. We can't we can't see you. Say hey to the people.
Hey, hey.
Those are as
Mhm.
far as when people are coming to you, they are kind of set on, I guess, what they want to do. What are some things that they have to, I know, prepare and like pre-prepare before they actually, come? They're going whatever the location is, wherever they go to
Mhm.
do. What do they need to pre-prepare? Do you recommend where people are preparing, like they're doing the pre-prepare, and do you recommend them to kind of communicate with you during that process as well? Like, to share like some of the things, like if they're wearing like a certain color, would you recommend, saying, I recommend you wearing like these kind of colors if they're doing like professional photos for like a business outfit or something like that? Would you do any kind of recommendations prior to, like, to get them some insight if they're not sure, how to do, like it's
Yeah.
new to them. Yeah.
Yeah. So as far as the prep process, I will tell them to have their outfits ready. As far as, let's say we do 3 outfits, have those outfits laid out. I want you to pick out the outfits because you know it works best. But we'll talk about that overarching concept. Let's say we go straight business, right? So we got 3 business fits. I want you to pick out, as the client, pick out your 3 outfits, have them ready. Oftentimes, I do like for the client to have somebody with them, especially if we're on location, just because changing and all that will take away from their vibe of enjoying the shoot, because all the logistical things you need to get done to facilitate that. So I'll say bring somebody with you if you can. For ladies and sometimes dudes, hair and makeup, that already needs to be done. Get to the location early, not too early, but early enough where you can drive, park, and walk to the location. Oftentimes people are frazzled because they pull up, let's say the shoot's at 11 a.m., they pulling up at 11 looking for parking. Now it's 11:10, and if we're doing a 1 to 2 hour shoot, you eating through that time frame. So being early just makes it easier. It's less stress, and then beyond that, just have fun. Be willing to take direction. And throughout the shoot, if you do have any like suggestions or like, oh, I want to try this, let me know. It's all about a collaborative experience, but I'm taking that experience and I'm tailoring it to them just for me as a professional. I've done this over hundreds and hundreds of times. So I make it easier for the people without like having all these different voices saying do this, do that. We'll do those ideas, but I'll facilitate in a way it makes it easy for everybody.
Great. That sounds good. So now we're gonna go into a little bit more in detail. Let's see. I think that was okay. So here we are. So now I might have touched on a little bit of these things, but what are the different types of branding photography that is out there for, again, for somebody that they've know the process now, but
Mhm.
are not able to put the name with whatever the type of photography they're trying to get done.
Definitely. So the biggest thing is send me examples of stuff you like. That's the biggest thing. Most of these ideas in the world have already been created, or an element of it has been created, and you can always show me. So people might not have the right jargon or terminology to express this or that. I would say just send me a picture, send me a video. That's the easiest way, just so I can get a visual representation of what you want to do. As far as different styles, we got lifestyle where they're portraying a particular lifestyle, whether it's fly, it's fashionable, it's sophisticated. It could be just straight portraits on a solid color background. It could be products itself, whether it's jewelry, whether it's cosmetics. It could be anything. It could be content. Let's say you do car washing of your service. So I always say, what's your business, what you want to accomplish with it, and then send me a picture or a video that represents something that you like. And from there, we can build a full concept off of that. Because mostly everything has been done, and you can add your spin on top of that and make it your own.
Yeah, that's awesome. Because I agree with you as far as like just showing a photo of
Mm,
something that you've seen that kind of gives you some inspiration. Of course, sometimes, photos either that I guess want the same type of look or style. I feel like those are kind of like unique. So when they do come to you and they just got their images that they wanting to, I guess, do similar photography to what they're trying to do with their own business, is always going to be very unique. It's going to be very different.
mm,
And it's going to be just a little bit of inspiration, because it can take you so many places as far as like the overall, I guess, the final goal of like the final finish of what the photos are going to look like. So I definitely agree with the just bringing the photo um, for visual. I call it visual reference to
Absolutely.
kind of refer to.
And yeah, and to piggyback off that, like for an example, let's say we're in a studio. Instead of saying, "Oh, I want a low key," instead of a high key, a low key image, I want, hair light and this and that. I want a shallow depth of field with a couple. The client is not going to know all that verbiage. So to show them a picture or them show you a picture and you say, "Okay, I see that it's a low key light. It's black and white. We got a little bit of shadow. We got a lot of shadow. We got this type of catch lights in the eye." You can see that as the creative and say, okay, let's do something along that realm, as opposed to they want to do something low key and you got them a high key portrait session with everything evenly lit. And that's like, oh, that's not what I want. So that's where those images come in handy.
Yeah. Yep, that's definitely true. So now let's go in. We're going to go into our next discussion as far as that. So we kind of already elaborate a little bit about what the process looked like as far as like where they're starting. Now I guess we can talk about like the end product because we kind of already talked about um, what the process is as far as like calling, showing the visual as far as what they want the image to look like. So what would be like the ending product for their overall session? Like how's that gonna come to a close as far as, the delivery? A lot of people are now doing digital delivery a lot. We're not doing CDs and hard drives, flash drives as much. And then as far as like resolution, some people don't know about resolution. Like what kind of resolution would be the best resolution, whether it's for website or, for a flyer or poster or business card, things like that. You can elaborate.
Absolutely. So as far as the process, we have those images, and let's say we're just doing photography. We have those images, they're fully edited. When I edit images, I'll take out blemishes, extra, you wearing black, you might have a couple pieces of lint on a t-shirt, taking those type of things off, fixing hair, making it look good. In some cases, I do full retouching where I just extra smooth the skin, make you look almost unreal. So whatever you want to go with, more realism, more that aesthetic, perfection type of vibe, I take that. And as far as deliverables, everything is digital. I use Dropbox and then I'll deliver those photos in full quality, 45 megapixels to that. Now, people have issues with, they'll screenshot instead of actually saving and downloading. And some clients understand that, some clients don't. And at the end of the day, you can only do what you can only do. So if they're not going to understand what a saving is as opposed to a screenshot and they upload that, I don't get too mad. We facilitate it if they want to learn more or get the highest quality they can ask. But sometimes they don't know, nor probably don't even care about the difference between a screenshot and that full save. But I love to send that full quality for websites, social media. It just looks beautiful. They'll have that. So let's say they want to put it on a t-shirt, they want to put it on business cards, they want to get a giant print. They have that high resolution to work with, and they ain't got to sift through, oh, this is the web version, this is this version. And for the most part, they all look good on every platform using that highest resolution to start out with. So that's my go-to.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I also like sometimes for me with the I guess saving the image and just a screenshot, I think you can I for one, I can tell like if it's not like the highest quality rendered.
Mhm.
But I think it's so important to just make sure when you're, using the image, like professional images, that you definitely want to save the highest quality. Pixelation, you can see that. And like, especially if you're trying to, do any like printouts, posters or anything like that, it definitely shows. So, I would say just save it. And then also as far as like, the saving process. You want to elaborate a little bit more on like places that some people don't know as far as like where to save their finished work? Like what's a good
So
thing for that.
Yeah, so I assume nobody has computers. Everybody just uses their smartphone. So the easiest thing is if you have an iPhone and Android, you have a photo album where all your photos live. As you take photos with your phone, videos, they live in that photo album. So all you have to do is go to Dropbox. It'll be a download link. Whether you hold the image and say save image or you click download and it downloads directly to your device. Once it's on your device, it'll be in that camera roll portion. You click it open, wherever you take your regular phone photos, you'll have that professional photo and the quality will be stunning. So it's that simple if you crave that highest quality.
Yeah, definitely agree. But I think that is pretty great that your process, how it is streamlined, not to make everyone feel, I don't know, overwhelmed by the whole process, because of
Mhm.
course we just want the best, something that is professional, it's quick, it's easy to understand, even if you're not in the field, you
Yep.
don't know the terminology and things like that. Um, and overall, it's just really to just be give yourself a better kind of outlook for those that kind of come, and they're seeing you on the outside, and what you're trying to actually kind of contribute, or share with people what you do and stuff. So definitely think that creating the visual photography wise for someone's brand is very important, even if it's just one headshot could speak like 10,000 words. But having those pictures are just so key and prominent. You definitely want to show that you are an expert, basically, that you're an expert at what you do. and
Absolutely.
and then doing that in photography is basically why it's so key, especially in hand with with graphic design. It's you know they go hand in hand with each other. We can't do one without the without the other. So
Mm.
yeah. So now, is there anything else that you kind of wanted to add or
Oh yeah,
share?
absolutely.
Mhm.
So I got a couple questions for you. So as a
Okay.
graphic artist, right?
Hmm.
Um, you use Photoshop a lot too, right?
Yes, that's my
Okay.
go-to. 10.
So since we in 2023, have
Mhm.
you got a chance to use Photoshop's generative AI yet?
No, I haven't yet. I haven't
Um,
yet. I've been hearing a lot
yeah,
about AI. It's like on fire right now, everywhere.
definitely, definitely.
Yeah. How about you?
Yeah, so I'm on a Mac. So I was on Catalina for a while and old software and old firmware, old OS works, is stable. And you always hesitant to upgrade the different pieces of software because oftentimes it breaks because the
Hmm.
companies do whatever, right? So
Right.
I updated, I think with the Mac they're at like 12 or 13, but I updated to Mac OS 11. So I got
Hmm.
generative AI on Photoshop and it's amazing. You can easily extend backgrounds. You can just type in a text box and, put in a prompt of like open eyes or fixed dress.
Okay.
And what
Cool.
used to take hours or very a lot of minutes, you can do instant, like probably like 20 seconds. They got to load the bar. But
Mhm.
if you get a chance, definitely download it. It's the Photoshop beta
Okay.
and allows you to get the generative AI and it is so cool. Like it actually helped me a couple times on my shoots. Like it was one lady had to extend her background a little bit, but it was like a shoe right there, and it like rebuilt part of the shoe.
Wow.
It's stunning. Yeah, that's one
Yeah.
thing you gotta get on that and play with it. It's
Yeah.
magnificent.
I'll definitely check that out. Thanks
Yeah.
for sharing. So now, I think that is pretty much it that we have as far as promoting your brand through visuals and photography. And I always like to close out our discussion by sharing, if you have any type of maybe specials going on. We're in July, or we're about to be in July. I feel like June is
Yeah, we
high
halfway
school
through right now.
play. Yeah. So anything that you have that is coming up, or deals that are going on for you that you want to share with anybody interested, or just general information on social media, how people can follow you if they want to,
Absolutely. So you can follow my website. jperproductions.com, but on IG, jper productions. You can follow me there, see a lot of amazing work we do. You see some of the behind the scenes of just the vibe and what goes into different photo and video shoots. But as far as that, you can hit me up. I got photo shoots in the Baltimore DMV area. I do 1 hour shoots. So if you want to get in there, get something quick and dirty, still really beautiful, extremely streamlined. 1 hour photo shoots. If you're getting married, we do weddings. But if you have any general questions of photography, videography, branding, we were just talking about generative AI, just in a vibe of having a discussion about the technology in the field that we're in. Hit me up right on IG, JPER Productions. And I love to collaborate with people. I like to learn from people. I love these type of discussions where even in this creative field, us artists can come together and speak on the aspects that we do within the industry. So I'm super excited. Reach out, and I look forward to hearing from you.
Thank you for tuning in today to watch Chat with Your Graphic Designer. It was an honor to be able to talk with a good friend of mine, Jeffrey of J Perk. So thank you again for talking with us today on promoting your brand through photography. And we have another installment coming in after this that you do not want to miss. So other than that, we look forward to seeing you again. See you later.
Thank you.